Basis of Scientific Research. Lecture 6. The theme, Forms of the Scientific Research. The outline. Work with the literature. The second, types of reading. 3, types of selective reading. The fourth, critical reading. So work with the literature. Here you see a table, stages of the work and content of the stage. General acquaintance, thorough reading, selective reading, making the outline, extracts, comparison, confrontation, critical evaluation, and content of the stages. So thorough reading is a word-for-word reading thoroughly until one understands it well. You are spending a lot of time reading, studying, digging deep into a text. It has more of the idea of looking for details than spending time to comprehend it as a whole, so it may or may not be what you are after. Selective reading is a process of reading with purpose instead of running through the text that might have no practical and aesthetic value to you. Reading with purpose will mean only reading with a text that keeps the useful information. It is characterized by skimming and scanning. It mainly focuses on a specific or principal portion of the text to have a general view or holistic understanding of the reading material. So there are two types of selective reading, skimming and scanning. Skimming is reading rapidly in order to get only the main idea and to get a general overview of the material, while scanning is reading rapidly in order to find specific facts. Scanning helps you to locate a particular fact or a piece of information. When to use skimming? Use skimming in previewing and use skimming in reviewing. Use skimming in determining the main idea from a long selection you don't wish to read. Use skimming when trying to find source material for research. How to do skimming? Follow these steps to master the reading technique of skimming. Read the title and subtitle of the material. Read the first paragraph completely. Examine each subheading within the text. Change each into a question, and seek the answer to each subheading by reading just the first sentence of each paragraph below. Do not advance to the next subheading question and find your answer. Examine all illustrations, photos, charts, maps, figures, tables, diagrams, and other, and carefully read their captions. While skimming is always faster than your normal reading speed, you should slow down in the following situations: when you skim introductory and concluding paragraphs, when you skim topic sentences, and when you find an unfamiliar word, and when the material is very complicated. So, when to use scanning? Use scanning for research and study, and use scanning to answer questions. Like skimming, scanning also uses keywords and organizational cues, but while the goal of skimming is a bird's-eye view of the material, the goal of scanning is to locate and swoop down on particular facts. So how to do scanning for research and study? Facts may be buried within long text passages that have relatively little else to do with your topic or claim. Skim this material first to decide if it is likely to contain the facts you need. Don't forget to scan tables or contents, summaries, indexes, headings, and typographical cues. To make sense of lists and tables, skim them first to understand how they are organized, alphabetical, chronological, or most to least, for example. If after skimming you decide the material will be useful, go ahead and scan. Know what you are looking for. Only look for one keyword at a time. If you use multiple keywords, do multiple scans. Let your eyes float rapidly down the page until you find the word or phrase you want. When your eye catches one of your keywords, read the surrounding material carefully. How to do scanning to answer questions? If you are scanning for facts to answer a specific question, one step is already done for you. The question itself supplies the keywords. Follow these steps. Read each question completely before starting to scan. Choose your keywords from the questions itself. Look for answers to only one question at a time. Scan separately for each question, and when you locate a keyword, read the surrounding text carefully to see if it is relevant. Reread the question to determine if the answer you found answers this question. And extracts of the read material. Reading your collection of learning materials should be incremental, but so does processing the extracts produced. A certain information makes it possible to realize communicative relations between people. With the help of academic communication, people exchange information, master the other's viewpoint, ideas. Critical evaluation of the read and writing the notes. Reading, note-taking, and writing at university require more than just simply copying chunks of information into your assignments. So, copying without understanding is not a very effective form of learning. It can also lead to committing plagiarism, which carries serious consequences. Instead, you are expected to engage critically with your texts. At university, you need to know how to read with purpose. So, critically analyze your sources, make notes that show connections between ideas and assist you to critically analyze your sources, develop notes that you can use for revision, and demonstrate your critical analysis in your assessments with appropriately referenced sources. What is critical reading? Identify the author's thesis on purpose. Analyze the structure of the passage by identifying all main ideas. Consult a dictionary or encyclopedia to understand material that is unfamiliar to you. Make outline of the work or write a description of it. Write a summary. Determine the purpose and inform with factual material. To persuade with appeal to reasons or emotions, and to entertain, to affect people's emotions. Then evaluate the means by which the author has accomplished with purpose. If the purpose is to inform, has the material been presented clearly, accurately, with order and coherence? Or if the purpose is to persuade, look for evidence, logical reasoning, contrary evidence. And if the purpose was to entertain, determine how emotions are affected. Does it make you laugh, cry, angry? Why did it affect you? And consider the following questions. How is the material organized? Who is the intended audience? What are the writer's assumptions about the audience? And what kind of language the majority does the author use? And here you see a sample of for critical essay. Consists of information about the work, background information, thesis statement, summary, interpretation, and discussion. And literature which you are to use while getting ready for the